Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses, gang. Okay, yes. I know I got this white ass shirt on, and it might be a little dingy because I had it for like a year and a half. Don't roast me in the comments if you want to, that's on you. But this video is called Shyne Didn't Pop Me, Puffy Did. The victim admits that Shyne did not blow at her at that nightclub. Let's get it. My bad. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, man. I gotta put my, there you go, back in the speakers. I gotta put my ear back in the speaker.
And you know, let me just say something about Shyne too, because I said on my TikTok, Shyne did not shoot me because he didn't. But Shyne is a con artist. Let me just put that right out here now. Everybody's like, oh, we know Shyne was innocent. No, you don't know a daggone thing because he's far from innocent. Back in the days, there was a podcaster, and I'm sure you may be familiar with him. Do you remember Combat Jack podcast?
No.
One of the early days? Of course.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. Yeah.
R.I.P. to Combat Jack.
Well, excuse me, R.I.P. to bro, but no, I don't know who that guy is.
He did a show back in the days when Shyne was still screaming from the rafters how Puffy double-crossed him, threw him under the bus. He did a podcast, he had Shyne on it, and Shyne said, I can almost quote, somebody had played, if you can, now you can't even find the full podcast. You may be able to go in the Wayback Machine and find it. They look like they scrubbed it off the internet, but I'm doing a docuseries called Shot, Survivors Helping Others Through, and we captured that podcast and we have it. I have it memorialized. They did something like, brah, brah, like gunshots in the background.
Hold on. Why are you talking so fast? So I gotta listen to this. I gotta listen to this person for 8 minutes and 46. You are talking fast. My settings are on regular. She's talking fast. That's one thing about people from New York. Bro, we have 24 hours in a day. I know New York is a fast city. Chicago's a fast city. LA is a fast. She's talking like she is bilingual. Why are you talking so fast, bro? Relax. Relax, baby. You don't have to talk that fast, baby. Stop talking so fast. Because people are going to think that you put something in your nose, and I don't want them to think that. But that's how you're acting right now. Relax. It's going to see all right. Talking too fast for me, bro. Giving me anxiety.
Nah, don't do that. Because shorty Natania Reuben, that's my friend. A lot of people don't know. See, these Johnny-come-latelys don't know the real deal. Shyne, when they were trying to get Shyne a record deal, his former manager, Manny Haley, who was a friend of mine, and I used to work in his beauty salon before I opened my own, called me one day and said, yo, Eb, what's up? What you doing? I said, I'm in the studio. He was like, oh, word? You remember that youngin' that used to rhyme outside the shop? I want to bring him through. They trying to get him a deal. Let me bring him through. Let him drop some bars on your session. So Shyne's record deal is because I let him come to my session, and I know they took that sample as a snippet to help shop him to get a record deal. That's the irony of life. So while these people are like, oh, she just want money, you don't have a clue. Shyne said vehemently on the Combat Jack podcast, and I have a clip I will send to you. He said, Natania Reuben is my friend. I'm sorry she got hit. It was foul because we used to go to the studio with her and everything was everything. She my friend. So we don't know if my gun hit her with the ricochet because it was 4 guns in the club. We don't know. But I'm sorry it was her because that's my friend. When you listen back to it, you're going to be awestruck at how almost verbatim I just said that. Trust me, I've played it over in my head 1,000,000 times. It's the #1 question I've been asked for 24 years. Did they apologize to you? I'm always awestruck when people ask that. I'm like, apologize? People that's guilty don't apologize. Now, he apologized to some degree, and I had love for him for that. My sister even was the one that called me crying and said, I need you to listen to this, sit down. And she played that snippet for me, originally when it first happened. And I was awestruck. because guilty people don't apologize. But he was at least showing some contrition. Now that he's Mr. And listen,
So she said two words. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped reading for a very long time. Constriction, and awestruck. I don't know. I'm gonna use them. Hold on. She said
and I was awestruck because guilty people don't apologize. But he was at least showing some contrition. Now
contrition, like nutrition. Anyways, that's a lie. People that are guilty, that have empathy, emotional, whatever. People, humans apologize. That's just a normal form of communication. So I don't know why she keeps putting that out there, because that's not true. I want to believe her. I don't want to believe her because her fit is just ridiculous. Like the shades are fire, but to mix that with that shirt and these fake ass pearls, and the fact that she's dressed like a golden girl, it's making me. And I'm not trying to roast. I'm just giving my opinion. She is hitting that table very aggressively. I'm concerned for the orchids because I love flowers. That's why I know they're orchids. But this is just. What are you going to say for the next 5 minutes and 38 seconds?
that he's Mr. And listen, I sat back from the background and watched his ascension. Like I keep telling people, I'm not a grudge holder. I know most of y'all can't conceive of this because y'all out here holding grudges on your mama from 1900 something. I'm not her. I don't hold grudges. I don't give people free space in my prime real estate. I don't let people take up residence in my brain. God did not create my brain or wire me that way. So I want people to be held accountable for what they did, but I'm not sitting here pining, oh, I want to burn him in effigy. No.
She's acting.
I'm not that person. I sat back and I watched Shyne's ascension. When he got deported, first he was in jail, then he got deported. He became a community activist in the community. I was proud of him. I was like, wow, he's turning his life around. I'm proud of him.
So why would you put this on his name and call him a con artist? Do you believe he's a con artist currently? If he is, and you have evidence and you have proof, I don't have any problem with that. But you're saying that in the 90s, he was a con artist, so we should recognize him as that right now when he's trying to do beautiful things for his life and beautiful things for his community. Look, I don't do anything beautiful for the community outside of trying to educate and entertain the people on YouTube who choose to click on my videos. But other than that, I'm a regular guy. I go to work and that's what I do. That's it. End of story. But if you really think this man has beautiful intentions for a really horrible world, some would consider it hell, why would you put that on his name if he's trying to actually do something positive for the world?
Distance will give you the ability to make yourself anew. So I was watching him. I was very proud of him. But now that you've gotten to this place where you are the head of the opposition party and you want to ascend to prime minister of Belize, your home country where you were deported to, but when you got deported back and you started interacting with Puffy, the prime minister, the party that was in power put a rule of law in that said if you were convicted of a crime anywhere in the world, you could never be the prime minister in Belize. So now he's going to jockey off of me saying Shyne didn't shoot me to try to leverage himself to get that prime minister seat because your homeboy keeps sending his little plane over there to Belize. I don't know.
That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't matter unless he gets that overturned, which he will not. It doesn't matter what you say. You're not that important. And to all the women and all the black women, I'm not saying she's not important because she's a woman or because she's a black woman. I'm saying she's not that important and her message is not that important. Because if you're not willing to actually help this man get exonerated and repaid for the crimes that he's been accused of and convicted of and charged and paid his debt to society for, what you're saying means nothing. That's common sense. And I'm not the smartest man in the world. Psych, yes I am. But if if there's no action from that transaction of information, what you're saying really means nothing. You're really just clout chasing. And that's not fine because you're trying to make this man look like something that he's not. If you don't make any real moves to get this guy that actually, physically harmed you, that caused you harm, that potentially could have been fatal. If you don't put the perpetrator in the position to be in the possession of prison, and you don't clear Shyne's name, what you're saying means nothing. So why are you acting like you're that important? He's trying to use, bro. What you're saying is not useful unless you take action. So if the law is, as you stated, which I didn't do any research on that, you could not be the prime minister of Belize, right? If you have any convictions in the world and they so-called changed that law just because of bro, what you're saying has no weight. It's hearsay, number one, and it really doesn't mean anything. If you're not going to take legal action, if you really want to get clout and you really want to be the queen of Belize, and I got your favorite rapper, I got somebody's favorite. Shyne was somebody's favorite rapper because he was very talented. If you really want that clout, if you really want people to come go to your beauty shop and buy you more fake pearls and more outfits and glasses that don't go together, make some moves. Because you could utilize the clout instead of just sounding like you put a whole bunch of stuff in your nose that didn't belong there because it's not oxygen. And I'm not trying to clown her. She's clowning herself.
What y'all doing?
She's beautiful.
The RICO say moving bodies of females and stuff ain't my business. We're going to let the RICO charge handle that. But whatever you into, you want that access to power, and he wants you to have that access to power so he can move those human bodies through your island and whatever other packages is on that plane. That's not my concern. I'm going to sit back like a spectator and watch until it plays itself out. But you want to use, you see, the woman said I didn't shoot her. Did you hear the ting? Come on. When you on Drink Champs, you be like, yo, I'm saying no because people said I sound like Big. And then when you talking to the local news media in Belize, you're like, I don't know what these people are discussing. The people want to take me down and I'm the... Cut the shenanigans. You ain't nothing but a penny Annie shyster.
I'm not gonna cover this. I don't want to cover this because I like Shyne more than her, and I just don't want to. That's my choice. So this is a clout move. And if you want to keep going to her little beauty, I don't know if she's a braid artist or what have you, or a beautician. Blessings to her. I don't wish anything negative on her. There's a lot of Belizeans in New York, bro. In the world, outside of Belize. I wouldn't be talking about this, in the style that she is. But, hey, man. I'm not a strong, beautiful black woman, unfortunately, and fortunately. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I think this was a beautiful waste of time. I think it's some beautiful trash. Her name is Oh no, that's the. I'm tweaking. The Art of Dialogue. So that's why it says dialogue. Okay. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. This was a beautiful, trashy waste of time. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang. We the bang together, man. Life is always in the breath, breathing in. Peace, gang.